Hello, everybody, and welcome to Friday Night Smackdown. We are in New York City, New York, at Madison Square Garden, and we've got an action-packed show for you. But first, let me lay down a couple of things. Thank you for the love and support, the subscriptions. They've been plentiful over the week. And thank you all for your feedback on NXT. I have decided to axe the NXT program, and some of the select superstars that I love over there will be drafted to various programs, and you might see them over the next month. Now, also, if you go into universe mode and look at calendar, you're going to see a couple of things. You're going to see Backlash. You're going to see Queen and King of the Ring. You're going to see Clash of the Castle. You're going to see Money in the Bank. You're going to see SummerSlam. And all of them happen back to back to back to back. I decided I'm cutting Backlash out of the complete picture. It's just going to be Queen and King of the Ring in 4 weeks' time. That'll determine the number one contender at SummerSlams. Starting with the prelude to that, Seth Rollins versus Randy Orton to determine the number one contender for the WWE Championship. Just like CM Punk versus Roman Reigns on Raw. There's literally no difference. And now we will listen to Seth Rollins' music. Now, to be very blunt about Seth Rollins has been open and honest about him being scheduled tonight for SmackDown, trading one hypocrite, CM Punk, for another, Dwayne, the final boss, The Rock Johnson, who's also going to be wrestling tonight. And let me tell you what, the implications are not only horrific, they're also massive. If The Rock beats Cody Rhodes, he will become the new Smackdown GM. And you have two guys right here. Huge problems with the bloodline. Rollins actually had a match at WrestleMania 40 against the final boss. So you have an interesting dynamic here, along with Randy Orton, who might wind up going head-to-head with John Cena, considering not only their history, but also that in some aspect, they can't stand each other, but they respect each other very deeply. And this King of the Ring tournament is going to be huge. It's going to be massive. Starting next week, we'll see the matches and the implications of those matches. But going forward right now, this is just to get some of the story kicked off. By the way, stay attentive to the posts that I have on YouTube. There's newsletters, I put that in air quotes, attached there, so you can get different angles of the storyline. Some of them are funny, some of them aren't. And also, as of this morning, you have a calendar up there so you know when to expect the episodes. And now Randy Orton and Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins, big kick there, going head-to-head for this number one contendership for the World Championship. It could be Cody Rhodes. It could be Gunther, depending on the draft. Now, speaking specifically on the draft, it won't be a main show revolved around the draft. I think everybody does that. I think it can be done really well, but I also think that it requires a certain type of level of focus and effort. And I've seen a lot of content creators do a huge draft, with a lot of VFX, and they won't say that it takes a lot out of them, but it definitely does, because they stop uploading after that. And there's specific examples where that's just not true. But for me, the draft is going to happen off screen. I already know who's going to whose brand, and I already have storylines mapped out for the next month. Now, with that being said, ripcord knee strike. With that being said, if something's not working out with a certain superstar, wrestler, whatever, they can be traded to the other brand. So it's going to be pretty fluid as of right now. But you will know who's on what brand when they come out. Seth Rollins. And now it's time for me to just snap back in to my commentary mode. I might break out in a song a couple of times. Randy Orton with his signature pose. Randy Orton looking for World Championship 16, but he's facing a guy in Seth Rollins who's just absolutely ruthless. He's fast, he's aggressive, he's got a mouth, and he totes the line between a guy you'd have a beer with and a guy who insults you, as Seth is just kicking the shit out of Randy Orton. And John Cena appears out of nowhere, just like Monday Night Raw. Is Randy Orton going to capitalize off of this? And he doesn't. Irish whip into the corner. John Cena's music just played, but it cost Roman Reigns the match. RKO. This might cost Seth Rollins the match as well. As Seth Rollins able to kick out, unlike Roman Reigns there. And now Randy Orton going for that signature DDT. It busts open Seth. I think Randy is now in a position to put this thing away if he can capitalize. Randy waiting for it. Going for the RKO. He's pushed off. Seth Rollins clothesline missed, dodged. And Rollins rolling up Randy Orton. Rope break. And now Seth back in control of this match momentarily. Randy Orton's on all fours, and that stomp. Randy Orton's busted open. Seth Rollins a chance to take advantage of this. Randy not responding. Seth Rollins has won this match. Unlike Roman Reigns, who was beat off the distraction. My goodness. Seth Rollins is the number one contender for whatever title he's drafted to. For whatever show he's drafted to, excuse me. On a side note, you're going to see a couple of GFX things that I've made that I've added to the show, either to hide some things or quality of life improvements, as you see the episode and show title in the top right corner. And now we have Trick. What is this? Dakota Kai. Lyra Valkyria on the ground, covered in blood and glass. Can we not go back there for a second? What just happened? Dakota Kai standing over almost a lifeless Lyra Valkyria while she was on the platform. And we're just going to ignore that? Is somebody going to check on Lyra Valkyria? Now I'm just involuntarily bummed out. We have Trick Williams over here. The crowd saying, whoop that boy, not in sync. Or something like that. It's not whoop that trick. It sounds like whoop that boy. And he's hyped up. And Lyra Valkyria is backstage. Somebody needs to try Dakota Kai for manslaughter, because that was a little bit too far. Of course, she's had problems with Lyra since before WrestleMania and the Women's Intercontinental Championship. But I feel like she needs to re-earn those opportunities to grow a little bit. Oh, my goodness. Now I'm upset. See, this... Oh, my goodness. If you listen to this crowd, it sounds like whoop that boy. Or let's go Bo or something. It sounds ridiculous. Yeah. So Trick Williams is going to face LA Knight. Yeah. For the United States Championship tonight. Trick Williams coming up from NXT, getting an opportunity immediately to see his worth, his value. The champions for the draft have already been decided. I posted the champions on the posts on YouTube. Now, some of those who are familiar with the Ruthless Aggression era, you might know exactly where at least one title is going. That's all I got to say. It's just synonymous in my mind with Batista and Smackdown. Yeah. And we'll see if LA Knight has a significant amount in the tank to beat Trick Williams. Trick Williams, a huge up-and-comer. He's going to be a world champion one day, and he can test his mettle here. He can win the United States Championship, or Well, he could lose. And LA Knight, of course, a huge fan and crowd favorite.
Introducing the challenger from Columbia, South Carolina, weighing in at 205 pounds, Trick Williams. And his opponent from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 241 pounds, the WWE United States Champion, LA Knight.
And now LA Knight's going to have the opportunity to show that nearly age 40, he can take the mid-card to a new level. Now, his previous run with the United States Championship, not necessarily great or, in my mind, successful. It kind of floated around the edge. Of course, Shinsuke Nakamura had the title. His run was horrendous. And now LA Knight looking to re-invoke some of that prestigious honor that comes with the United States Championship. There's even rumors and speculation that he wants to start up the U.S. Open Challenge again. I think that's wonderful. Trick Williams, huge scissor kick reminiscent of Booker T back in the day. New overlay. Paul Heyman said earlier tonight, one way or another, regardless of the draft's outcome, The Rock will acknowledge Roman Reigns. That's not a prediction. That is a spoiler. And then also, after this episode, 3 weeks away from King and Queen of the Ring, Paul Triple H Levesque said Smackdown's GM will be announced next Friday as a part of the WWE draft. And let's just say that you don't want to miss it. And ladies and gentlemen, I mean that. Now, LA Knight, not a fluid kind of guy. He's very physical, but he's a brawler. And I don't think Trick Williams will be able to match that per se. I think Trick Williams has the athleticism to outdo LA Knight, but he's got to get him out of that punching bruiser mode. Because in close proximity, LA Knight is deadly. LA Knight sizing him up, spinning him around, knee to the head, and clothesline. Trick Williams, no answer for that. That's just crafty veterans-manship. That's not even a word. Huge boot to the head there. LA Knight tried to go for that running elbow strike. Fluttered with it. And then he goes for it again and successfully lands it. That's the type of guy LA Knight is. If he's not able to do it, he's going to try it anyway. And Trick Williams in this match is fighting back. He's doing what he can to slow the momentum, but he's not stopping it in its entirety. LA Knight's pretty much doing whatever he wants to do. Yeah. Sorry, I'm an LA Knight fanboy. You're going to hear that from me. LA Knight running neck breaker. And LA Knight looking at the crowd, telling Trick to get up, taunting him a tad bit, some showmanship. And LA Knight with a little buffer there to Trick Williams, and he still gets it out of the way. Oh, jab that's missed. And now they're going to trade some blows again. LA Knight, extremely dangerous in close proximity. He's a bruiser. He's a man who hits you and hits you hard. Yeah. And they're going to trade blows back and forth. And we're going to see if Trick Williams can hang. Another strike. And Trick not able to battle back as fluid as he should be able to. And LA Knight bruising Trick Williams' face, now taunting LA Knight. Probably not the smartest thing to do. Trick Williams almost accepting his fate as if LA Knight was going to win this match. Kick to the gut. BFT! That might be the match. Yeah! And still the United States champion, LA Knight. LA Knight right there showing that he's about to take off with this United States Championship. And Trick Williams showing us he still has a lot to learn. And now we're going to get Jade Cargill versus Bianca Belair on Monday Night Raw. I specified that Bianca absolutely did not want to throw hands with Jade, but felt like it was in their best interest in order to get this steam between them unleashed. Especially with what's been going on with Naomi and the miscommunications on both sides. Everybody feels like they have to step up and amplify these emotions, supercharge them, if you will, to completely dissipate them. And Jade Cargill, of course, huge match versus Bianca, really shows where she is on the totem pole, all things considered, because Bianca's already at the tippity top. Not tiffy top, the tippity top. And Jade Cargill is still relatively new. She hasn't done much in this company. She's won the Women's Tag Team Championships, which is no longer a thing in my universe mode, by the way. That's just a thing. And now she's looking to make a claim for maybe a singles championship. But in order to do that, she's got to put Bianca and Naomi behind her. And if she's not able to do that, then she's not the Jade Cargill of the future. She's just the Jade of the past. And you know exactly who this is. Bianca Belair here in true fashion. And this might be, honestly, in my opinion, a fantastic match. I think these two girls are going to absolutely kill it. I think, arguably, if The Rock wasn't on the card, this probably main event every other card. Because The Rock and Cody Rhodes is a WrestleMania match, and it's happening on a Friday night SmackDown the week after WrestleMania 41. That's crazy. And you're welcome, by the way. I just want to say that. Now, that damn hair of Bianca's, in this game, you cannot run from it. Run it, dread from it, the braid will arrive all the same. I've tried dodging it, tried sliding out of the ring, tried just disappearing. I tried doing magic tricks. That hair was still hitting me. And Jade's just going to open by swinging and missing and powering through one of Bianca's punches into a reverse. Oh my goodness, into a spear. I just got befuddled. There was so much action there for a moment, back and forth, as expected. And Jade just slamming Bianca down, slamming that knee on top of Bianca's forehead. And Bianca tried a shoulder tackle. Jade completely unfazed as Bianca lands a clothesline. Moonsault. My goodness, this match is just taking off right now. Count. 1 count, Jade able to kick out. Bianca, you can feel like she wants this match to end earlier. Like I said, after SmackDown, 3 weeks until the Royal Rumble, King and Queen of the Ring. And SmackDown's GM will be announced next week. That's a 2 count from Bianca, by the way, through all my rambling. Is Jade already stifling a bit? Bianca, of course, fast. She's probably got higher stamina than Jade. Oh, backbreaker. But if that's the case, why are you trying to rush the match? I feel like the longer it goes on, the more Bianca is at an advantage. And Jade over here just warming up on the ropes, almost taunting Bianca. Huge clothesline to Bianca. Is this where Jade gets some momentum going? Elbow drop. And now Jade taking the tempo a little bit to her level, damaging Bianca as efficiently as possible without allowing a window for reversal. And Bianca right there, kick to the face as she tries to pin up on Jade, reversed. And Bianca just reverses it immediately. And Jade back and forth. Both of these women trying to pin each other. It's almost like the ref has no idea what's happening. Who is that? Jessica Carr? Jessica Carr has no idea what's happening. Jade Cargill trying for that spot on top of the top rope again. See if she actually lands it. And Jade going for a superplex, and it lands. And the crowd has come to life. Not only is this match a privilege to have on the match card on a SmackDown, the crowd is loving it. Try to run from that damn braid. It's not going to happen. She might be setting up for the KOD here. KOD lands. And Bianca going for the pin here. Will Jade be able to kick out of this? And she does. 2 count. Jade is alive and well. Another moonsault. Women's wrestling is right. Bianca taunting Jade. A little bit of respect and admiration between them. That kiss was less detrimental than. And Jade right now just stomping Bianca in her tracks. Jade bicycle kick. Huge. She's going for the jaded. Is she going to hit it? Jaded. And Bianca is able to kick out. Jade Cargill is shook. And the crowd is just beside themselves. What a match here on Friday Night SmackDown. As Jade Cargill tries to position Bianca Belair in a way to allow the match to slow down for a second. Knee to the gut. And Jade now in firm control of this match. If she can just hold on for a second. Jade taking the time to show us her godlike physique. And Jade, a spear on the outside. That's got to hurt the internal organs of Bianca Belair because I feel like her ribs are already shattered. Oh, slam down. I'm just saying I'm much less of a man. I would not take that on the outside of the ring. That feels painful. Right to the damn ring post. You see the LED on the ring post just kind of crackle and sizzle out. Jade, huge flying forearm to the outside of the ring. Huge move. And now Bianca trying anything. Another reversal onto the outside of the ring. Bianca is just trying to hold on for dear life. Jade has been smothering her for the last several minutes. I want to say just a fantastic match between the women here. Undoubtedly and inevitably look to face again in the future. And Bianca wants to get this back in the ring. Maybe she can finish it. Bianca slowing down a tad bit. As Bianca swings her around. My goodness, that was like a modified Ushigoroshi. Jade, huge swinging uppercut from the arm. Jade going forward again. Will this be the end of the match? Jaded. And Jade Cargill able to pull out the win. Naomi, bitterness, sourness, all of it has sickened the ring as of right now, and I'm sick to my stomach. Naomi needs to get out of here. Disgusting. She doesn't even go here, bro. Go away. We just had one of the best women's matches in recent history, in my opinion. And Naomi's over here throwing up all over the damn ring. But speaking of the bloodline, bloodline-related relatives, that's a bit redundant. You have my beloved opinion, an introduction to this 45-minute long intro of the People's Champion, The Rock, as he is set to face off against Cody Rhodes. And The Rock announced earlier this week on WWE.com he's going to institute his final plan. And the final plan is Cody Rhodes gone, Seth Rollins gone, CM Punk, number one contendership gone, all of it. He's going to do whatever he wants, whenever he wants. It's basically going to be a dictatorship as far as we're concerned. But the biggest issue is, why does the WWE champ have to be the savior of this show? The man is on the board of directors. He doesn't need to be the GM of SmackDown, nor does he need to be a phony People's Champion, nor does he need to have a 45-minute long intro. Fun fact, I will say this, breaking kayfabe for a second. So, not last March, but what is it, 2025? In 2023, November of 2023, it was October of 2023, my bad. My wife and I bought tickets to go to Friday Night SmackDown, which happened to be in March of last year. And we didn't expect too much of it. We were like, maybe we're going to get to see Cody. Maybe we're going to get to see, hopefully Randy Orton, something like that. And we wound up going to a show with The Rock, with Roman Reigns, with Cody Rhodes, with Seth Rollins, with Logan Paul, with Randy Orton, with Kevin Owens, with Scarlett Bordeaux, Bobby Lashley. We got a backstage segment from LA Knight, which was really cool. We got a dark match between Becky Lynch and Nia Jax. They practiced a table spot, which would be put on television, I think, a week, if not a couple weeks later. It was right before Becky Lynch left. And then we also got a dark match between Jey Uso and Gunther, where he was doing his little yeet. It was really cool. Anyway, we bought the tickets before, and we didn't expect that. So the day that he debuted this Hollywood corporate rock theme, where he comes out and the lightning starts striking, that was the debut of that whole entrance. So I was sitting there talking to my wife. I was like, man, I really wish they'd go back to that theme. And then this dude pops out with his brand new theme song. And I was like, he listened. Of course he listened. Also, on a side note, Roman's pyro is too damn loud. All right. That is loud. But going back into kayfabe, the final boss is here to beat Cody into the dirt. The question is, can Cody stand it? Can Cody get past the final boss, save SmackDown, save the roster, save himself, save a man he respects but ultimately doesn't like in Seth Rollins, save CM Punk, who he claims he's more CM Punk than? It's an interesting dynamic, and this is the end-all be-all for this show right now. And Cody Rhodes has the opportunity to put The Rock to bed, at least momentarily. Stifle John Cena and his efforts towards number 17. Stop The Rock in his tracks. Make him almost obsolete. Because if he doesn't, then who the hell is? There's not a single person here who I think has the potential or the necessary acumen to stop the final boss in his tracks. He did it with Roman Reigns with the help of others, admittedly. But now he's here all by himself, and I wonder if these two men are going to have the valid honor that they need to just fight, to fight it out, and if The Rock wins, he becomes Smackdown GM. If not, then so be it for The Rock. But nobody wants to see John Cena coming out here or anything like this and interrupting a 5-star potential classic. Because if, quite frankly, they did, then where is the value in being SmackDown's GM? What makes you think that there's any valid authority that you have if you cannot win clean against the WWE Undisputed Champion? This isn't just a battle for the brand. It's a battle for honor and integrity. And if The Rock cannot stomach any ounce of integrity, then it makes him being GM just non-existent. So that's something else I think you have to consider. And now this match gets underway and Cody Rhodes gets off to a fast start bicycle kick. Good Lord. Huge knee to The Rock's forehead, and Cody has started off this match with a damn bang, looking to potentially put this match away as cleanly and as fast as possible. But his name is the final boss for a reason, as The Rock gets in a reversal there. Floating DDT. And this is where Cody doesn't want to be. The Rock will pick you apart piece by piece as Cody gets the reversal, stopping that nonsense. And The Rock giving it right back to him. And now they're going to trade blows. And The Rock just absolutely loving this. He thinks he's got everything under control. That Cody Rhodes is absolutely nothing. He wants to be chopped. He wants to be hit. He wants to see what Cody Rhodes is made of, even if it hurts him a little bit. And Cody Rhodes is a salt of the earth, pure blood wrestler, the son of Dusty Rhodes, out here chopping the son, Peter Maivia, the High Chief. And these two absolutely digging into each other's skulls as Cody Rhodes comes away as the victor there, and both of their faces just bruised. Cody slinging The Rock into the steps, getting the crowd pumped up momentarily. And Cody, this is pretty big for him, I feel like, as well, besides the obvious implications. But he's WWE Undisputed Champion. If he loses to the final boss here, Jesus. If he loses to the final boss here, I mean, would he be any less of a champion? I think so. You're here to beat the best of the best. This might not be for the Undisputed Championship, but The Rock has the People's Championship. It's not for a title, but it feels like it's for a title. And Cody is out here just not letting The Rock get one hint in, one word in. And the crowd's chanting that they won tables, and Cody Rhodes is going to give it to them. This is, by the way, I didn't say this, an Extreme Rules match. And Cody dragging The Rock to the table, and The Rock not wanting to go into it, getting out of that little lean there. Flying clothesline from The Rock, going for the early pin. Potentially looking forward to the end of this match. Probably was not expecting Cody to come out swinging like he did. And Cody's still swinging. The Rock cannot get two words in edgewise. And he's going to the top of the rope. Elbow drop, and Cody Rhodes moves out of the way. Cody Rhodes throwing The Rock towards the table. And Cody suplex, Rock, table. And now the crowd's going to go nuts over that. And Cody says, you want another table? Well, you're going to get another table. Cody Rhodes is not holding back here. He knows exactly what is at stake. Everybody knows. He tried the flying forearm there, but Cody's seen it one too many times tonight. Cody putting him up in a powerbomb stance. And slams him through the table yet again. 2 for 2 on these tables. Is Cody Rhodes going back for another table? Absolutely not. He's taking his time. He's taking the long way around, creating some separation and space, and he's got a damn shovel. And he cracks it over the Rock's head, almost issuing a statement that he wants to bury the Rock's hopes and dreams. And he throws it at his damn head. Oh, my God. The straight violence coming from Cody Rhodes is quite unsettling. You can tell how personal it is for this man. Moonsault, and Cody whiffs completely. And he's going to try it again. And Cody whiffs again. It's self-inflicted. He's shooting himself in both of his feet. Now the Rock's taunting him. He throws the shovel at him. Doesn't go over the ring ropes. And the Rock knocks him back out of the ring. Now the Rock has the second. The Rock's going to go outside with the shovel. And he busts Cody open. My goodness. And Cody Rhodes counters. Is Cody Rhodes going to be able to survive this short little onslaught? And he's breaking the ribs of the Rock. Completely dishing out punishment. Cody throwing that shovel again. Trying to stay true to his aim. Pretending the Rock's a dartboard here. And now he brings up another table. I think Cody is trying to prove a point that no matter how many boardroom meetings you go to, suicide dive, I'm going to put you through a table. You want a contract signing, Rock? You want to face me in an Extreme Rules match? You're going through a table. Every bad word you've ever said about me equates to one table. And the Rock coming in with a baseball bat. And Cody Rhodes says, nuh-uh. Cody measuring. Spear through the table. And the Rock is beside himself. Blood down face of both of these gentlemen. And Cody Rhodes going for the pedigree. And the Rock flips him end over end on top of that shattered table. And now the Rock has a moment. He's got the momentum slowly but surely. Cody Rhodes in a vicarious situation after taking that landing to the back. And the Rock's going for the sharpshooter. This might not be the best thing for Cody's back as of right now. And Cody Rhodes is fighting through it. Will he be able to fight through it? And he does. He hooks the leg of the Rock and gets him out. And the Rock slaps him to the face. The Rock is fighting back now. And Cody Rhodes is a victim of this aggression. Going for the pin again. Just not enough has been done. Maybe internally, externally, Cody looks like hell. And Cody going for the Alabama slam. And the Rock just not prepared for this type of aggression tonight. And a little bit of shades of Dusty Rhodes. Bionic elbow. Cody going to the apron. Thinking about springboarding. Back body drop onto the Rock. Just inflicting more damage. Cody Rhodes eyeing that bat. Going towards the head and just nailing the Rock in the head. What is going on? Cody Rhodes. Everybody's a murderer on this show. Everybody just wants to see the end of their opponent. Lord willing, The cranium of The Rock spilling onto the ring mat. And The Rock counters. The Rock clothesline. And The Rock looking for the people's elbow. Will he be able to land it? Will this be the end of the match? And he drops it. Goes for the pin. And Cody Rhodes barely kicks out of that people's elbow. I'm not sure. And The Rock's going for another one. Consecutive people elbows. And he's going for the other one. Lands it. This could be the end of the match. This is horrifying. And Cody Rhodes kicks out. That's a no count. And Cody Rhodes crossroads. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God. Cody Rhodes is going to do it. Cody Rhodes is going to do it. And Cody Rhodes has done it. He has prevented The Rock from being Smackdown GM. He has put down the final boss, at least momentarily. Both of these men look like they just went through hell. What's next for the final boss? How can he recover? Cody Rhodes must be on top of the world.